All right, I got this saying: give up to live up. Give up to live up. All of us, when we're born, we were all indoctrinated to think that we have to live up to this standard of the world, or we have to be something magnificent, or we have to look strong or be strong. We always have to be the one that's not a crybaby, or the one that doesn't look weak, or the one that doesn't have a problem. Oh, suck it up. Suck it up, Joe. Suck it up, Steve. Suck it up, Tom. Suck it up, Harry. Suck it up, Lindsay. All these things that we say that we were indoctrinated with and kind of brainwashed with ever since we came out of the womb. This is how America, most of America is. It is a high consumerism, motivate yourself, practice this spiritual thing to put yourself on this high pedestal to look better than everyone else, or to look stronger than everyone else, or to have more than everybody else. And there's so few that, I don't want to say go the opposite way, because then I'm judging the situation. But there are so few that they don't understand that there is nothing wrong or right about giving up. It's just you simply see things for how they really are. And you don't want and don't need to be that way for yourself anymore. And you give up on that thing. I have given up on so much shit. I can't even tell you how many things I've given up on, because they're things that don't matter to me. I don't care about them. They don't mean anything. They have no sustenance in my life. I don't know if you say sustenance or sustenance, that word, but I know what it means. Excuse me. But yeah, I've given up on a lot of things, and I'm done with this whole practice of motivating myself and telling myself that I have to be bigger or better or do more of something. I don't need to do that. I can just be myself. And see, this is what is rampant right now on YouTube and Instagram and all these social outlets. Everybody almost on there. And this is not for many people what I'm saying. This is only for a few people, but that doesn't mean that I'm better or worse because I say it's for few people. But I know how America is. It's not like that. Everybody thinks, oh, if I give up, then all these things are going to come along with giving up. And if I don't care, then I'm not going to look like I care, and et cetera, and et cetera. And if we could all just say, look, the things that don't mean anything to me, I'm getting rid of. The things that I don't care about, there's no reason for me to care about them. And if I don't want to do something that I don't want to do, then I'm not going to do it. Plain and simple. But yet we're so caught up. We're so caught up on this labeling and this setting a standard to everything. And this is where all this extra baggage in our life comes from. And most people can't see that. They cannot see that all this extra baggage in their life, they are the ones that are holding on to and will not give up, will not let go of this extra baggage that's weighing them down every day. and putting them through this same cycle of thinking that they need more. They need a better car to look better for people. They need more jewelry that costs more money. It needs to be bigger to be better. Bigger and better is not. This is all about consumerism and a more attitude. And I always say less is more. That's why I say less is more. And a lot of people, they don't understand, or they don't want to understand these contradictions. And I tell everybody there's something in the contradictions. There is something that you can, in the arts and music and in your life, you can use these contradictions to help your life go more smoothly than what it's going. And I know I tell you about stuff that I have going on, but those are my own individual issues that I may be having. It has nothing to do with anything besides my own stuff that I'm dealing with. And I talk about it and I let it be known on this channel. And I'm actually one of the last realists that there are. There's not too many realists. People say that they're real. People say that they're genuine. They say they're authentic. You know, if you ever hear somebody go, "Oh, I'm real, bro. I'm 100%. Oh, no, there ain't a fake bone in my body," then you know right there that they're full of their own self. Because we all have problems. We all have issues. We all run into things. We all suffer. We all go through pain. We all have our bad days. We all go through the storms of life, and we let our mind get the best of us and fear get the best of us. And that's why we have so much of that, is because we're constantly holding on to this extra baggage. We won't give up and let it go. And this is what I've been saying for years now, almost 3 years on this channel. I've been telling people, let go and give up. Let go and give up. All that these people are doing that are constantly trying to motivate you, I may sound like I'm trying to motivate people, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm just telling you what it is, when it is, how it is, and that's how it is. I don't fake anything. I'm not putting on a show. Whatever I feel, I talk about. I watched a video where someone said something about giving up, and it made me do this video. It had nothing to do with anything besides when they said that, I reflected on my own life and it made me do a video. There's no need for the extra baggage of it. It's simply doing a video and putting it out there. But there's so much unauthentic and non-genuine stuff going around on YouTube and Instagram, and people are constantly trying to motivate you. They're trying to sell you something. They're trying to get you to practice some kind of spiritual thing to make you be something other than what you are. And this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I already told people they already are what they are. Don't let this new age stuff fool you. You already are what you are. You're already a life, and you already have one of many personalities. I don't go for this whole split personality thing. I think all of us have many personalities because we're a person and we have personalities. So this whole thing with giving up, it's not what it seems. It's not what it seems. And I don't like using the word deceive, But there are a lot of people that are deceiving people into thinking that they have to be more of something than what they already are. They have to motivate themselves all the time and go to these motivational things. And it's all based around this. Most of the time, it's based around this. It's not based around actually helping people to live a more smooth and subtle life. It's not to really be genuinely honest, because if people were genuinely honest, it wouldn't sell. People wouldn't buy things that are genuinely honest. It's just how it is. It's how the American culture is. People consume bullshit. People consume things that are fake. People consume drama. People consume gossip. And that's the human condition that none of us want to, we don't either want to go head on and face it, or we like it. And that's what some people do. And I have little things that I still do. And I'm even addicted to phones now. I have an addiction to a phone now. Before, I didn't want anything to do with phones. I didn't want to be around a phone. I didn't want to be around a computer. I wouldn't look at it. I wouldn't watch it. I didn't want nothing to do with it, because I know how all these things work. I know what goes on. I know the atmosphere. I know the things that happen and the things that come. And I let myself become a part of that. But really, I'm not on social outlets. I'm not on there really. I don't talk to people. I don't go on there and gossip and do all this stuff. I don't have Facebook. The only thing I have is an Instagram and a YouTube, and the Instagram I'm not even using right now until I either start marketing my art and music. And when I do that, I'm not doing that to get rich. I'm just doing that to make a living off of something I love to do. And when I ask for donations on my channel, I'm asking for them for things that I need or things for this channel. I bought a phone. The money that I got helped me to buy a phone. It helped me to pay my rent, my living expenses. It helped with that. I'm not saying, hey, look, I want 1 million subscribers and I want to be known and I want to be this cool guy and I want to have all this money. It's not about that with me. I've given up on all that. That's graveyard. That's done with me. I don't have a motive for anything. It's hard for people to understand how someone can't have a motive. I don't have a motive. I just do what I do when I do it. I say what I say when I say it. I live how I live when I'm living. If I'm warm, I'm going to tell you I feel warm. If I'm having a shitty day, I'm going to tell you I'm having a shitty day. If I need help, I'll say, look, can you help me? Can you maybe throw me a couple dollars for me doing these videos? It's like, why can't we be honest about this? Why can't we be open and just really do and say what we really want to do and say? And if you want to give up on something, give up on it. If it doesn't matter to you, if you don't care about it, if it's just dragging you in the dirt, then why are you going to let yourself keep doing that to yourself? If it's making you more anxious and depressed, why are you there? Why are you sticking around people that you don't want to be around? Why are you sticking to things that you want really nothing to do with and they're making you worse? Why? And see, this has nothing to do with speaking about motivation or telling you to get more or how to do this or you shouldn't do this. It's just, it's common sense stuff, really. And I guess some of us, me at one time, didn't have common sense, don't have common sense. And Some people, they just want to stay in that state of mind. They want to live that way. And you gotta let people live how they live. But yeah, I've given up on a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. And sometimes it's hard to think of things that are honest and genuine, because once you give up on so much stuff, there's only a very few things that you can do and say. But there's still a world in and of itself in those things too. It's not the end of the world because you give up, or you don't you want to live a just because you don't, want to live a luxurious lifestyle, or you don't want to give up on getting more, or you don't want to give up on looking cool for people. People think there's nothing else to live for and there's nothing else to do. I'm telling you, there's something else to do. And then people, they might say, oh, well, I was just watching videos from a while ago with anybody, and they'll say, oh, well, you were this way, now you're this way. Yes, because I'm a person, I'm a human being. I have things that I go through. I have things that happen. I change every day. All the time I'm changing every second. And I don't even, this whole time thing doesn't even matter to me. It's just I'm continually changing. Continually. I'm never the same. And see, this is why when we build up this standard for people and we build up these expectations of how they should be, or they give themselves a label and say that I am someone that is all about getting rich. I am someone that is all about getting the most expensive car. I am someone that is all about this and that and that and this. Then people have this standard and expectation, and this is what is going on. And when people have that, then they think that they have to be that. They think that they have to be like that. And then when they're not like that, they're letting themselves get depressed and feel bad and like, oh, I don't fit in and I don't belong. No, you belong where you belong, and only you know where you belong. It's not hard to figure out. If you cannot be yourself around people and you cannot say what you really want to say, then don't be around them people. Maybe don't be around them people. I don't want to say you shouldn't or you should. Maybe not be around them. Maybe do something that you like to do. There are other things in this life besides what we think that there is. There's how can I say this? It's really hard to explain. There is a place for you. It might not, quote, work out for you, but see, it doesn't matter if it works out. It doesn't matter if you fail over and over and over and over. It doesn't matter if the thing that you were going after doesn't happen. Did you do it because you wanted to do it? Did you do it because you needed to do it for yourself? Did you do it because it's you? It's actually you that did it. And if it's not, then what does that say about whoever is doing these things that don't want to do them? It makes that person fake. It makes that person not authentic. It makes that person being something that they're not. It makes that person saying all these things that don't mean anything to them, and they're trying to make it look like it's something to them, and it's nothing to them. And people are buying this stuff. People are relishing in this stuff. People are listening to this stuff every day and getting involved with it and thinking there's something there. And there's nothing there in it. There's no type of, I don't know if I want to say loyalty. I don't really like that word because that's putting a standard on something. But there's just no authenticity. There's no real life discussion. There's no people actually saying and doing and being how they really are and what they really feel. And it's fake, it's plasticky. There's fake and plasticky stuff everywhere. And I don't have anything against these types of people. I don't hate them, but it's this standard thing that just, it pisses me off. I won't have anything to do with it. And I've given up on it. I've given up on it. I might do things that seem like I am trying to be something like everyone else. I may do things that seem like all the things that I just talked about, but I'm not. It's just the way that we interpret things. Everything comes down to interpretation, everything. And there are so many ways to interpret things, but really, you can tell a lot about a person just by the things they say, just by their feedback, just by how they talk, just by the words that are coming out their mouth, just the gestures of their face. There's so many things. It's just, you got to have, it's about discernment. You don't got to have, but discernment can do a lot when you discern things. That's all. It can make things smoother. It can, unless you're somebody that likes drama and you like all these things that go on and you like the fakery and you like being involved with that whole scene, then you can do that. Have fun, live your life, do whatever you do. But for someone like me, it's just not for me. So I have a saying that I just came up with: give up to live up. Sometimes you have to give up to live up. SBN Resonate. Any donations are highly appreciated. I appreciate the support. Thanks for listening. Stay up, stay lowly, resonate.